Good morning. Whenever you see me whisper to the microphone, it means that I'm recording early in the morning and I need to be quiet to not wake everyone up. So I've read a book some time ago and it blew my mind. It was about aging and extending your lifespan. This is the book. I listened to the audio version. It has incredible information. I think it was written in 2018. I highly recommend it. The funny thing is that I've already implemented all the things that it told me to do. And I didn't even know it. I mean, I knew that some things I do are healthy, of course, but, well, let's see how long I will live. So, first of all, we need to talk about what is aging. What exactly is aging? And the book does a wonderful job explaining that. It says that aging is nothing else than the damage you sustain to your body, the genetical damage. That goes for cells and that goes for your DNA. So, what exactly does damage your body? It seems that almost everything damages your body. Simple movement damages your body. Sports damage your body greatly, but they bring many benefits. Sports bring many benefits, although they damage your body, but you have to recover. Thinking damages your body, and in the extreme it's called stress. A stressful day at work damages your DNA and your body. Sickness damages your body. And I think one of the most important things is food. And I want to talk about the most damaging foods. This is a mix of my personal experience and what the book said. So, if you want to know more about it, you have to read the book. So by far the worst things are carbohydrates and sugar. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Then we have chemical components of so-called frankenfoods. McDonald's and so on. What also is very damaging are plant foods. Animals can fight back when they're in danger. Plants cannot fight back physically, but they can fight back chemically. There are very few plants that we can eat without cooking them, and by cooking we destroy the chemical poisons that are inside the plants. But 1,000 years ago, there were not many plants that we could eat. There were some, and they had their benefits. But the high amount of plant foods we have today is due to genetically engineering. And there are certain things in plants that you do not want to eat ever, and specifically plant proteins. And one of the worst is gluten. It will fuck your body so bad you cannot imagine, especially your brain. So, what are the least damaging foods to your body? And these seem to be animal products in general. And if you want to extend your knowledge and health, then you will notice that beef is by far the best food. By far. All carnivores end up eating almost nothing but beef. You can eat other meats, they're also good, and you can also eat eggs and dairy, but in the long term you will notice that these things will have negative effects on your body. For example, when I eat eggs and dairy, I get very bloated, and I also suffer a bit of pain in my colon, so at some point I stopped eating them. And the cravings, when I started carnivore, the cravings for dairy were very strong, but they stop. Yeah, also I had a phase where I went hard on pork and chicken, but it's like with dairy, the cravings stopped, and right now the only thing I crave is beef. This is 13 months in carnivore. Okay, so how can we recover damage to our body and to our DNA? And you know what sucks? That I have to recall the information from my memory. I read the book a few months ago, and yeah, I did my best to recall the information. If you want to know more, you have to read it. So, what definitely recovers DNA is, well, let me start differently. DNA is repaired permanently. It is repaired all the time. And we can influence the speed of repair and the quality. I haven't even explained what DNA is. I'm sorry. So DNA is a strain of sequences made out of amino acids, and every cell in your body has this incredibly long strain of DNA, and you can compare it to a binary code in your computer, so 1010. Nature seems to build things from the code of DNA, and DNA damage can result in uncontrolled growth, like cancer cells. It's nothing else than a cell with damaged strain of DNA which does not adhere to the laws of the body anymore, and who's trying to fight it. By then it seems to become its own life form that is trying to survive in this environment, and fights against the body. So there are certain things that contribute greatly to repairing your DNA and your body. And one thing is, I think the most important one is sleep. So if you don't have a healthy sleep, 6 to 8 hours, depending on what kind of person you are, I don't think you will be able to function properly ever. And an interesting thing about sleep is that, so how does cleaning up your body from toxins work? You have a system that is able to cleanse your body from toxins. But it doesn't work for the brain. So what happens during night is that your brain gets flushed with a certain fluid, and the fluid washes out the toxins from your brain into your body, and from there the toxins can be cleansed. So what does it mean? Without sleep, your body cannot clean your brain from toxins. And one example for this is Alzheimer. Alzheimer is the result of accumulation of things that do not belong in your brain. So if you have mentally ill people, it should be, the greatest goal should be to fix their sleep. Although this might not be possible because it is a devil spiral. Mental illness impedes sleep and the other way around. That's why it's so dangerous and kills people in the long term. Alright, so sleep fixes DNA and body damage. What else? Ketosis. What is ketosis? Ketosis is when you stop eating carbohydrates and sugars. Your body will inevitably draw energy from fat as a source, not from sugar. So instead of glucose flowing through your veins, it will be ketones. Your body works at about 30% higher efficiency, your brain and your heart, on ketones than on glucose. So the next thing that repairs your body is fasting, and all these things, they go hand in hand. When you fast, you will inevitably get into ketosis. Fasting seems to have so many benefits, it's incredible. And I think the origin is that we did not always have such a wide range of not a wide range. We did not always have food at hand. We had to live for 1 week without having eaten anything in our past days, and our body adapted to it. So fasting is so cleansing, you cannot imagine. You can heal people with fasting. You can cure cancer with fasting. There are fasting therapies to cure cancer. And an extension or a result of fasting is autophagy. Autophagy was discovered by Japanese scientist in 2017, I think. And what autophagy does is recycle cells in the body that are damaged. So it's like a nutrient and energy recycling mechanism. And the longer you're in fasting, so from my knowledge, autophagy starts at 24 hours into fasting, and the longer you go into fasting, the stronger autophagy becomes. So after at some point you will start to, it starts with regenerating your cells in your body, and it can go so far that it regenerates stem cells, which is incredible. Stem cells are, well, the most important cells in your body, cells in your brain, cells that determine what happens in your body. These are stem cells. If they're damaged, you're in trouble. And autophagy seems to heal stem cells. Yeah, that's eternal youth. The last thing that can heal your body, and I don't think there's any doubt about it, it's mindset. Mindset and being in the state of being in a flow state. There is, well, your mind has a huge effect on your health, a huge effect. From a health perspective, you should never doubt yourself. You should never doubt yourself. If you make mistakes, you learn from them, but you should never think about if something is right or wrong. You should think as least as possible about decisions and learn as much as you can from them. Yeah. If you don't know what the flow is or the zone, it's a state of being in which you are moving towards a goal. And it is the state where you learn enough to move towards the goal, but not too much to, to exhaust yourself. So you're learning. It is the zone of proximal development, the zone of the perfect amount of learning. And it has a profound impact on your health. It can make you healthy. You can be sick. You can have a sick body, but being in the zone can make you a happy person. Being in the zone alone. So now we can try to accumulate all these things that seem to improve our health and extend our lifespan. And yeah, it's so funny that healthy aging is nothing else than the balance of balancing the damage and recovery of your body. It's nothing else, man. That's genius. How can a person come up with such a, discover such a genius, I don't know, mechanism of life? Well, and what lifestyle is the ultimate lifestyle when it comes to health and longevity? Well, it seems to be carnivore. Carnivore is when you eat nothing else than animal products. And carnivore seems to bring all those benefits. Meat is very easy on the body. It does not damage it. I mean, it certainly does damage it to some degree, but compared to all other foods, it is very, very good on the body. And it brings great sleep. It will inevitably bring you into ketosis. Carnivores are permanently in ketosis. You will not be hungry anymore. You will not even think about fasting. You will just do it. Sometimes you will say, okay, I don't have time. Well, doesn't matter. I will go 2 days without eating now and it will be fine. And the clarity of mind and the mindset when you're a carnivore, man, it's like, one thing that carnivore does is fixing your testosterone level. And especially as a man, when your testosterone level is too low, you doubt yourself all the time. It's the source of depression. Being a man without doubts is like acting in the world and not reacting to it. it changes your whole life. And it lets you cultivate the world in a positive way. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and I wish all of you a pleasant day.